Hey everybody, welcome back. We're going to start a quick discussion, or just going to give you some quick tips on how to use the scope function. All right, this is, I don't want to call it a tutorial because you can really get in depth, and we're not going to do that here, but we're going to show you the basics. All right, John's manning the laptop and I am on the camera. So here we go.
All right, so we're going to set up a real basic scope here, things that we think might be valuable to monitor and log. The first thing that we're going to want to log is RPM. So to find RPM, we're going to need to go down to Sensors in the Variables column right here. Expand Sensors, expand Crank Position, and there's our RPM. Left click on that and drag it over to this gray area here in the Scope section of the screen and drop it in, and we can see now RPM is chosen to be logged. Another thing that we want to log is mass airflow voltage. So that's also under Sensors, MAF, explain that, and here's MAF volts. So just click, drag, and drop. Another thing that's pretty valuable is throttle position voltage. That's great in the log, so you can tell when you've gone wide open throttle. When that voltage goes up, high fours, whatnot, you're wide open. So that's a good indicator of how you're driving. So we'll expand throttle position, and at the bottom of this is TP volts. Let's grab that, drag it into the section, drop it, and finally, Michael, you want to look at air charge temperature,
air charge,
right?
Yes.
That's also under Sensors, ACT. Oh. Expand ACT, and here's ACT. Grab that. Drop it in there.
All right, John, you see how you're dropping everything? That area is kind of small.
I just expanded it there.
If you expand it, you'll see all the variables that you're trying to log or look at later are going to just drop in there.
Yeah,
okay?
To expand, you put your cursor till it turns into an up and down arrow, left click, and just move your screen up and down.
There you go. All right, so we're going to start the car. We're going to log these, and then we're going to come back and show you how to read it. All right? Thank you.
All right, so here we are in Michael's car, and I think one thing we'll start off with here is just to really get this whole scope function up on the whole screen. You can click this square on the right which says maximize, click that, and it'll take up your entire screen. To get it back, you can just click restore, and you'll get it back to its original size, but we're just dealing with the scope now, so we'll maximize that. And another thing we should do is we can save all of these variables like we did earlier. By clicking this Save button, we can save this scope as whatever we want to call it. So we can call it Demo.
Demo.
All right, and Save Scope Set. So that's now saved. So anytime you want to bring up these four to log again, you can go in and you can click on Open and bring up that scope.
Okay. All right, so we're going to start the car, so stay with us.
All right, here we are. Car's running. And to start with each of these four, these are all selected. You can see the green check mark. That means they're going to be logged. There's the Start button right here. We click Start, and we are now logging the data. You can see it coming across the screen. Don't be too intimidated by all the lines right now. We'll make more sense of that later on.
So I'm going to whack the throttle so we can see a change in RPM. You'll also see a change in throttle position, and if we let this go on a little bit longer, which we will, you're going to see the air charge temperature start to increase. Okay, so, and also you'll see mass air voltage also change as I step on the accelerator. All right. And like John said, don't be intimidated by all these lines. We're going to explain how you can look at this and how you want to look at it in a spreadsheet and things of that nature. But we're going to do that in a separate video. But right now, John, you have anything else to add?
No, I think you covered it pretty well.
All right, so that looks nice though. Doesn't that look impressive? You see all these tuners? They have all their laptops out. They got all these squiggly lines, and you think they're real smart. But once you know how the magic trick is done, it's not that. It's not so much. It's actually really easy. All right, so it's not that magical. All right.